beaten by everyone else in the group, but still a lot to play for.
It's one of them ones where, not obviously Elja isn't, in my opinion, the weakest player in the group. He's having a bad day today, but when you're in a situation like this, you start to overthink a little bit, and you think, I can't drop points to someone that hasn't got a point. You just feel,
I think you do usually see a capitulation from people who get no points like the first 3 games.
Onside as well. And it's the man you mentioned, Thierry Henry, for Lucas. We can't see the camera, Anders has tapped it so many times it's faced the wrong way. Lucas official. It's that 3-1 lead against Anders. That is be a potential upset on the horizon.
That makes the group really close as well, doesn't it? It's poised for game week 2 in Group A.
Yeah, look at that first time through ball. Bonmati in behind Henry. Keeper shuffles slightly to the left there. Finish is beautiful.
You are seeing that with Henry chosen, Alex Morgan chosen, the ones who can't pass it, the centre attacking mid, the playmaker, not the striker, and they're like bridging the gap between the midfield and the striker a bit more.
I like that. I feel like that's the traditional way that we've seen over the years from us old heads.
Proper football.
And Tex.
Buenas noches a todos, allá donde se encuentren. Hoy vamos a celebrar una velada futbolística maravillosa, con excelentes condiciones en el clima de esta noche. Soy Fernando Palomo y en esta cabina, como siempre, acompañado por la leyenda Mario Alberto Kempes. Seremos testigos de un partidazo de rugby. El ambiente es increíble, Marito. Pondría a prueba a cualquiera.
La verdad que el condimento para ver este partido tenemos, porque son dos equipos que respetan mucho la pelota.
Podemos ver cómo sale el equipo de casa que sale con esta formación. Ter Stegen bajo palos.
Una posibilidad de gol.
Ahí está la primera gran intervención en el arco. Un remate potente que lo hace trabajar.
Fortunate ricochet. And it falls in the way of Anders. Shaken ahead by Lucas. Let me see what Anders will react to the block. Let's see if he's at the same level. You see that if that went against him, he would have been stalking around.
Gavi.
He seems more annoyed when he's 3 goals up. 2 or 3 down.
Great pass in there, great finish. Tuga. You can see bottom right there, the sit of the cup. Morgan. 5-1.
Ronald Araujo.
I'm putting it out there now, Yasko to win the group.
Alejandro Valdés.
Flying.
Again, it's not a mental statement considering he's joined up.
Esa pelota buena.
¡Qué pedazo de atajada!
Not the obvious choices.
Levanta la pelota. Formidable la tajada de Terquier ante la llegada de cabeza.
Hay que tener reacción para poder agarrar
He's the first player that made me consider retiring when I played against him.
Me parece que el equipo que ataca agarrará después el partido al arco y lo hará trizas, porque se está metiendo de por medio para que la pelota no entre.
Podría intentarlo de nuevo.
West qualifier in Google, the only person that went 7-0 in the qualifiers. There's a lot of names to watch out for,
Aplausos para la defensa que interrumpió la historia.
Solucionaron un problema.
Guga is an unbelievable player.
Ayuso.
I think when you can just score so many goals from away, the guy that's in it's just so hard to defend against. Yeah, if you stop his through balls, okay, we'll just play a tiki-taka down the middle. He's got so many ways of scoring. I think in this year,
Y se terminó el 0-0.
So hard to beat. Oh, what a challenge!
You'll take that booking. He's just stopped a certain goal and give him a chance of conceding.
Claudia
That's smart if he's reacted like that fast.
Steven
It's
Gerrard.
beautiful play. He went bottom left last time, and he goes the other side, bottom right.
Pone
Anders
la
Bergkamp
pelota con mucha
gets his way
tranquilidad.
back into the game just before half time.
La defensa la recuperaba esto. No sé qué podía pasar. Si le roban la pelota a Jordi Alba, puede encarar a irse directo al arco.
That slide tackle there.
Which one of those 3 do you think Anders is most likely to shush?
Ahí va la pelota. Bien hecho esa, pero la pelota sigue viva.
coming into this when I was doing research, asking people like before the show, what are talking about?
It just shows the level of the group, and one bad day in this level.
Este falta y la referee sanciona tiro libre.
And that's the thing about group stages. Anything can happen. These guys can turn up draw every game. LJR wins everything. They can find themselves through.
Fernández.
That was
Le han prohibido pasar más. Hay espacio suficiente para avanzar.
Who do you think would have got the most? Actually, let's ask a question to the chat. Who do you think would have got the most points in this group out of us three?
Controlando a Steven Gerrard. Entrada y acá se viene una tarjeta seguro. Parece que la jueza ha perdonado y le ha mostrado una amarilla.
Se cansó la árbitra de tantas advertencias. Al final se la sacó la cara.
Gascal, I'm not even loading in the game. I just give him a point. The way LJR's playing, I might sneak him. Honestly, right now, LJR. That should tell him how bad he's playing.
Who started this 4-5-1 craze? Was it Steve?
Metió mano la represión arriba del travesaño.
Roberto as well. Take it back.
A ver qué sale del tiro de esquina. A ver qué hace ahora esta marca.
Tex isn't happy.
Kvaratskhelia.
See there on the attack, Yaskal though.
Benzema.
Every time Alex Morgan gets it, he keeps it simple.
A ver qué sale de esto. Ahí está, la buscaron y la recuperaron. Tremenda posibilidad ahora en la transición rápida. Parecía buena, la pelota no llegó a destino.
Yaskal's making the Tex defend, just pulling him out. You don't really see Tex why like that. You see Anders playing a double tap inside to Reiners, putting him 4-3 up.
Did it take long?
Avanza y con opciones de pase.
I agree. Did it take long?
Avanza con la bochetada. Con esto se pone la volante. Jordi Alba.
Down to 3 nations.
Benzema. Buena entrada para cortar la acción ofensiva.
I'm going to give a little hook there.
Don't do it because you'll give it a straight.
All right, I'm not going to say nothing. And that's a goal in this game for Tex. Man was saying, let's keep on going. It's about 20 or so minutes, 3 goals to level it. Anything can happen.
Genial cómo llegó para recuperar.
We've seen it so much in this game. All it takes is a bit of momentum, a bit of confidence for any player to try and turn it around. And I mean, it's hard. Like I said, it's so hard to concentrate. And sometimes it does take players a little bit longer to get in a game.
Bien la defensa interrumpiendo el ataque.
Straight away, that was lethal from Tajani there.
It's really underrated that Rangers finesse shot from the left. You see so many people do it. So I feel like people back off expecting the pass because of his tiki-taka. Trying to get in the way of that pass, then
Fernández.
Yeah, that finesse is deadly. Absolutely crazy.
Posición de Gavi.
Okay, Mystery Nation. We're going to give it away.
Esa pelota promete.
Myself and
I'll give you Hungary clue.
I'm taking a step back. I'm going to let Harry give it away.
Posibilidad de la contra, ojo. Mira qué lindo globo ha metido, hay peligro acá. Ojo que lo puede empatar.
So there's the biggest clue. If you can't get it from that, there's not much more I can really tell you. I'm literally telling you word for word, letter by letter, what the nation is.
Sigue por ahí, hay
You say that Billy Gilmore was a mistake before.
No tiene para levantarse. Pero qué buena tajada, por favor.
Ahora, la habilidad del arquero hizo que esa pelota no se convirtiera.
Yeah, it's once you actually get the hang of it, it's quite easy. But like
It's an R1.
Y este es el final del primer
at first, you
tiempo.
feel like you need to be an octopus to do it.
That's what I feel. I feel like I do the wrong skill every time.
I go like R2L1.
Yeah.
The thing is with Tex and Yasko, like Tex has the ability to score 3 in 18 minutes, but how are you keeping him out?
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Yaskal is just, like I said, I feel like with most pros, you can kind of tell what they're going to do, the patterns they're going to do. They all play kind of similar, but some of them are just unique. And Yaskal, for me, like I said, I've been looking forward to seeing him play, and he's putting up a show today.
A 6-point buffer for the qualification places.
it's helpful. And I think for Anders, he's been in these positions before where he knows that he's not only looking to just qualify, he wants to qualify #1 spot in the group, make a statement.
You get World Cup as well, don't you? So that's definitely all he's
exactly.
looking for.
That's 100% something that it sets your mind at ease. It allows you to focus solely on practicing for that without any pressure, because you've already got the main spot locked in. Hold on. Oh my goodness, that is a crucial block from Chiellini. Wow.
I think that's a block that wins a game.
Yeah. Scoring that, giving Tex another 10 minutes to
Se hizo eterno el entretiempo y con lo bueno que ha estado este partido ya queríamos que arrancara con el complemento.
Sí, la verdad que hubo mucha emoción, la gente está contenta, nosotros también, y esperamos también, como todo, un buen
¡Epa,
que se va a Hay algo positivo para el Dragón, si es que mucho tiempo todavía por jugarse, le está perdiendo solo por uno.
Very specific.
Excelente ahí dentro del área.
This is another goal here in favour of Anders Berggang. Twisting with Pina, plays it into Bumati. That low driven.
Ronald Araujo.
Play style. Spoke about earlier, Harry. It's a key aspect to have going forward in FC26.
Controlando a Steven Gerrard.
He's your mal as well. I said it at the start, that difference in taking the opportunity to use that extra 2 million people to just get your mal from
Atento que hay chance de contraataque.
It's not really a difference. Finesse Silva to finesse goal does a difference.
This is in relation of who would do best to playing in the tournament.
Viene en el fondo, muy seguro. Será tiro libre y nada para reclamar.
That is Tom Lees.
And there's another one here.
Oh, this one here, Eddie Stars. I believe that one is GC. If I'm not mistaken as well.
Una pelota con enorme potencial. La recibe
Yeah,
Vitinha.
I'm not gonna lie, I did think it was a stupid question.
I'm getting 0 points. Oh, that pass makes it through. The Lucas officials. Sorry, every time I see him, he's so animated. How did I not laugh?
He just box office and he just lives in the moment no matter what.
Ha logrado
I
recuperarla.
can hear him through my headphones across the studio.
He definitely is more angry when he's winning
Está
than losing.
tratando de empatar el partido con mucha flexibilidad, eso sí, paso a paso, pase a pase. Que no pueden concretar la jugada, iban por buen camino.
6-4, 20 or so minutes, you never know. This one though,
Eder Militao.
can win possession back. He's gone for the cross.
Ojo que se viene.
A bit of a silly move there, to be honest.
Just because you have a 2-goal lead and you just...
¿Será que puede Dragons aprovechar este córner?
Yeah, I
If
think...
it was Haaland,
I'm telling you.
Oh, I mean, let me just stop talking because...
El tiro de esquina, lo juegan ahí nomás.
There's a reason why Yaskow's here playing in Rio Olympic because...
Bueno, a mover la
I would have been
pelota
kept him
otra
on the
vez.
corner flag, but Yaskow's found himself another goal, which will now most likely wrap up this game against Tex.
He is not interested in defending whatsoever, is it?
Yeah,
Like you said, I'd be straight to the corner flag, I'd be recycling it in centre mid. He's like, nah, I'll finish it my way.
We saw it in the previous round. Roles were reversed. Tex was winning, and he kept that ball for the final moment comfortably. A through ball though, Tuga, finesse shot, and that for me is game, set, and match in that game. 6-2. Tuga leads against LGR Peixoto. 0 points.
Who does Peixoto play last?
I'm trying to think off the top of my head. He's already played Tex.
Is it Anders?
I think it's Anders.
So you're in must-win territory against Anders. All I'll say, mate, is good luck.
I think it's Anders.
And that'll probably be the worst player you would want to play because Anders doesn't care what record you're on.
Nope.
He's going to treat you the same as anyone else. And that'll probably be the worst matchup for Peixoto at the moment.
Special. It's decisive, it's clinical, it's Anders Berggang. That touch into space, just the extra passing. Again, I've said it a million times today. The triggering is one.
Pero puede hacerlo con la frente en alto, la verdad que ha jugado muy bien.
But just take a look at
Pelota larga. Fácil el disparo, ya sabe, no le llegó mucho.
He was worried about the finesse on that. I tell you, the finesse push him out. That was a choice.
Claudia Pina.
You see a goal.
Con la pelota dominada, viene metiendo peligro Michael Ollis.
In terms of the result, goal difference is key in the group stages. We've played in it. Recently, last year we played in it and it was a 2v2. Our goal difference could be the determining factor on whether or not you get eliminated when push comes to shove. and it's something that all players have to be wary. You don't want to be in a blowout game where you're 10-0 or 10-2 or something. You want to make sure that if you do lose, it's as close as possible.
And I think it's quite strange to see. Usually we see when people have a 2-goal lead in the corner flag, they'll just kill the game.
Parece que se viene una modificación en este equipo.
Going at it, trying to score more, maybe get a last attack.
It is a bit of a different mindset in the Pro Open than your typical tournament, because most
encontró esa línea de pase, pero este avance no termina en nada.
In this one, you've got to be a bit mindful of the goal difference. So.
Mira si se tiran ahora la contra. Hay falta, no le van a sacar tarjeta, pelota quieta nomás. Metió el manotazo, se fue el cabezazo impresionante. Lo ha tomado muy fácil, mal centro al final.
His rich vein of form and his wins on the bounce here. He defeats Tex.
Francesco Totti. Han perdido la chimbomba.
Lost his first game against Anders Berger.
Pina puede aprovechar. Buena tajada.
The result is done and dusted. 2 goals. Yeah,
Pedri.
I've been very, very impressed by it. Very impressed.
I mean, Rafael, one of the best players, of course, in the scene. He's been competing back the rules of the players. I think to see him back here is great to show that he's some of the old guys still got it. Like I said, he's maybe one of the guys to watch out for because
se
we're all looking
ilusiona
at
con esta
Tex and
posibilidad.
Anders. We did say earlier. Also watch out for
Video bien para llegar ahí en zona defensiva.
It'll be interesting to see how it all plays out.
Es que pico ese pase.
26-year-old man. Oh, there'll be a lot of people in the chat a bit fuming with you there.
I didn't call them all, but I'm just saying for him to be competing back when we was and still here, you got to give him credit.
Back over here. Anders Berger versus Lucas is the only one that hasn't concluded yet.
La pelota que se va por el fondo y habrá saque de meta.
Goal difference, and like you said, if Anders starts losing, he's got that buffer to kind of take it because he knows he's got the goal difference.
Yeah. It's like an extra point.
Vitinha.
It's having that goal difference, that safety net.
Ryan Cherky. Bien pasado este balón, aquí hay peligro. Y aquí hay fuera de juego.
Cements +1 overall. Darwin Núñez is FC Pro live item in the game.
10 minutos para que se termine el partido.
I've only done the Darwin Núñez event, probably like 3 to 400 games.
Benzema. Un gol, solo un gol necesitan y pueden empatarlo. Vitinha. ¡Querido, lo empatamos! Para un partido como el que estamos viendo, un gol maravilloso como este. Ronald Araujo. Eder Militao. James Ward-Prowse. El equipo que quiere dar el batacazo emprende el embestido en los últimos minutos. Esto puede terminar el gol. Parecía bueno el disparo y se ha ido cerca por muy poco.
Le pegó con alma y vida. Estaba muy cerquita.
Anyone without an
intercept esa pelota.
on this game. I agree.
Benzema. Fenomenal el pase. Esta puede ser la jugada que define.
That seal out, and on a previous patch they fixed the bruiser thing, didn't they? So.
Yeah, I think definitely the defenders for me, the intercept play style is so important, and I've gone full intercept on my back line. So when I play with anyone without it, it just feels like I can't defend anymore. So I think other than that, Tajani Reinders in midfield has got to be a lock. And probably Pina in terms of value-wise, she has to play, I think.
Yeah, especially with the budget. You've got a budget to fall into. Using Pina, 6 games basically.
El trabajo que se ha logrado aportó gran valor, ahora puede marcharse satisfacción seguro. Busca para que defiendan en el área. Ese despeje les puede llegar a perjudicar.
Carreras are the only ever present.
Esto se va a terminar acá.
Carreras is in every team.
Claudia Pina. Este es como en el patio del gol. El gol gana y se viene al ataque. Sería el gol de la ventaja. El femenino se quedaron sin gol y sin varón.
Qué nivel tan alto tiene la defensa. Ha logrado robar una pelota que podía haber terminado en gol.
Ese pase prometedor.
Se terminó el partido, esto finaliza en empate.
La verdad que esto cae como un baldazo de agua fría para el club y para los aficionados. Tan poquito faltaba, se confiaron.
I think maybe it's a relief because of how much pressure he would have put on himself at the start of the day, and it's looking like he's going to top the group, especially going through.
He gets 15 points out of 15. That is a marker to send to every single player in all the other groups to pay attention and think, yes, he may have fallen short of the FC Pro World Championships last year, losing quite early on for his standards in a game he didn't expect it to win. But like, he's still got that vengeance, he's still got that hunger to win the FC Pro Open back-to-back years, which would be the first time that has been done. Anders Vergang, though, 9-4 victory against Lucas Official. Darwin Nunez gets the upgrade in games, so he gets the skill moves and weak foot, which was confirmed after game 1. And then gets a +1 overall. Coming up next, though, as you can see on screen, a huge game. Tuga up against Text. And of course, if you weren't familiar from last year's victory for Anders Vergang, let's take a look at how he done it.
I remember first game, I think I was leading 3-0 against probably the worst in the group on paper, and then I was down 4-3 in 90 minutes. Then I scored on kickoff, so it was 4-4, but still, like, my expectation is always to win the group, and to not be first after the first week was, of course, like a disappointment, but I think all of us know how the group ended up, so it was not that important then.
It could be an absolute statement from the world champion. Anders Vergang will be there.
I remember that going into the game, he was #1 in the world on the ranking, and that was something I wanted to prove that was wrong, and I won with like 5 goals or something.
Anders Vergang will book his place in the semi-finals of the FC Pro Open. No handshake between Anders and Abu Makar.
I don't care what people says about my behavior, because I know it's completely respectful to everyone, and I know I do the best way to motivate myself 100% every time.
LJR Pashotto and the fan favourite Anders Vergang.
Before the game, I said he was the best player I played that year so far, so I remember in the extra time I played extremely clever, I would say. Like, I have more experience in these formats, and I know that usually when it gets close, I play better, and you can't clutch the whole time, but most of the times I think I do it quite well.
Anders Vergang, back-to-back FC Pro Open Grand Finals.
If you look at the historic between him and me, I usually lose against him, but when I hear like him in a final, I would take it any day. Like, he's one of the best in the world. He's just extremely clever and knows how to play the game.
Anders Vergang, back in pole position.
But I think I wasn't down at any time in the game, so I was still say I was in control.
Massive chance! Missed!
I can't remember what I thought, but I was very happy that it didn't went in. And then the only thing that matters is the win.
Anders Vergang, your FC Pro Open champion!
When it's that close and the game is over, it's something else, and I never won such a big tournament like this, so of course I was very relieved. And it's also the last tournament I won, so that's some quite time ago, and I hope I will be back on track soon.
PlayStation. this kind of player no need an introduction.
The action doesn't stop week after week here in London, because this is where the group of death will start.
Where on earth did he get that from?
This group is really tough.
I think Albron enjoyed that one.
Everyone knows this is the group of death.
Free kick to come from Bobby Charlton. Oh, what a way to end it.
I believe it is. I believe it is the group of death.
There are goals everywhere here.
Sim, acho claramente o grupo da morte.
Incredible performance from Umut.
I think our group is just the best.
Welcome back. I am here with Yaskau. Now, Yaskau, you've done so well so far. What's been your game plan?
Well, I try to play like in training, to be honest. I'm just going forward, like really quick, and I think it's like working pretty much for now. Hopefully, I can get the 3 last points in the group stage.
Yeah, honestly, like you've genuinely been killing it, so it's worked out really well. Now, I want to know what you're feeling ahead of this next match, though. It's the last one.
To be honest, I'm just feeling great. As I said, hopefully I get the 3 last points. So I will have maybe 12, and it will be pretty good for the second stage. And yeah, hopefully I get the win. Well, good job and good luck, and I'm going to throw this over to FG.
Thank you very much. I mean, let's start with that man then, shall we, as I'm joined by Harry Hesketh and Mr. Ryan Passot. I mean, wow, what a day so far it's been for him. Of course, this is round 1 of Group A, but he has set himself up to have a potentially fantastic tournament.
Yeah, it would have been something that he would have dreamt of, having a start like that. I know that he didn't win his first game, but to have the resilience mentally to bounce back from that and trust that he can get points in the other games, I have to commend it.
I mean, let's take a look then, shall we, at the Group A table as it stands. I mean, that man Anders Vergang, 4 wins out of 4, including a resounding victory against Tex. But let's focus on the bottom half of the table, because the last round of fixtures, LGR Peixoto, who many people would have backed to do really well in this group, Harry, is on 0 points. And up next for him is the man who has got 4 wins out of 4.
Yeah, having a must-win game against probably currently the best player on the planet right now is not a position where you want to be. I'm just looking at that magical line between 3rd and 4th when you get through to the knockout and how tight it is. There is 1 goal in it.
I'm just looking at the table. I'm just thinking, as you said, LG, he has to win this game, you know. Like, it seems obvious, but now it's starting, the realization after seeing the table here is setting in. He can't afford, in my opinion, to not get something from this game, and it's against the worst possible opponent in Anders.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't want to be playing Anders. Like Harry said, he's probably the best player on the planet right now. We're looking at the highlights of the last round of fixtures. I mean, focusing on that man Tex as well, it's very tight. But Tex, I mean, he's very experienced in this game, and surely he will still be relaxed with his coach Mav as well, because that second round of fixtures is going to be crucial. There's a lot of FC still to play. Harry, if you were in this position, how would you be feeling?
If I was Peixoto, not good. If I was Anders, very good. So it's all a bit relative, isn't it?
I mean, listen, Anders has been winning, but we've been seeing scenes like Anders has been losing. I mean, he is incredibly competitive with him. And you mentioned on commentary before that he's definitely still got the hunger. He's got the opportunity to potentially become the first ever man to retain this title.
Yeah, and he's definitely capable of doing it. Of course, we've only seen 1 week of action, but with the way he's going and the way he's playing, he's nowhere near his maximum. And he's about to potentially pick up maximum points, which is crazy.
You know what else is crazy? We're all talking about Anders Vergang as the best player on the planet, and rightly so. He's actually 2nd in the world rankings right now, officially to Nicholas. Group B, by the way, is tomorrow. Same time again tomorrow. We do it all again. These groups are going to be absolutely sensational, aren't they?
It's just the fact Group B was called the Group of Death when I'm seeing what I can see in front of my very eyes today.
Well, last round of fixtures, we've had loads of goals, over 100 goals here today. Let's head over to our casters, Mr. Richard Buckley and Shells.
Thank you very much, guys. Yeah, great to be here. Final game of the day. We do it all again tomorrow. Group B will be here. Final time for today. Will Anders go 15 out of 15? Will Tex or Tuga finish on 9 points? Will Yaskau get into double figures? All those questions to be answered. Shells, it's a pleasure to be in the commentary position once again with you. The gaming focus that we're going to be looking at right behind us at the moment, Tex and Tuga, 2 players who have had quite topsy-turvy days, I think that's safe to say.
Yeah, I mean, Tech's probably disappointed with the Anders result, you know, losing by such a big result. Tuga himself, maybe losing against Yaskal, maybe didn't think it after playing quite well, conceding a lot to Yaskal as well. But I think both of them here know this round is very important, and I think the 3 points here can maybe boost their chances to maybe fight against Yaskal, because we think Anders is probably running away with the top spot.
Well, we'll jump on board with that game very shortly indeed, but before we get there, let's bring you up to date with what you might have missed. This is the opening moments of Yaskal and Lucas. It's Yaskal with the early chance.
One thing we've seen every game of Yaskal, though, the chances he's making, it's just with everyone. He's making a lot of chances, and it'll be a tough task for anyone to try and slow him down. But Lucas, once again, he's going forward as well with Lucas. He is scoring goals, and the way I qualified for Atlanta, a lot of late goals.
We critiqued that Alex Morgan pickup, but she has been outstanding. If you're in Group C and D and you're looking at tonight, obviously Group B already locked in.
Yeah.
Do you think you take a little bit of inspiration? Do you think, right, Pina has to be up top? That's been solidified now. Maybe you had question marks. You're looking at the wingers. Yamal off the right. Mbappe is always going to play off the left, so that's not really an ask. Yapstam at centre-back. Has he done enough? Would you look at what other players are doing?
Yeah, definitely I would say I would look at maybe some of the items in defensive position. I think the choice of Alex Morgan, as you can see, a back post cross to Dan Burn, and there's a big save there from Casillas. But with the choice of Alex Morgan for Yaskal, there's no point picking Morgan because he can't play like Yaskal. He is so distinctive. Some players you can recreate, maybe centre-backs is much more easier for yourself to fit them in the team, but the attacking side, sometimes it's just about how you play until you've got suit to your style.
Someone like Fuma, for example, great player, great character in the scene. You look at his performances, and someone like Kylian Mbappe almost has to be up top for him, just because of his relationship with Kylian Mbappe and how good he is with certain items. We're seeing Stoikov here as a more premium, low-driven plus player in the final third. We've also not seen a lot of different play styles, I think that's safe to say, in terms of actual gameplay. I'm talking low-driven or finesse shot. I'm talking, we've not really seen anyone with a big striker or someone in a back five. I think that will come, though, as these weeks go on.
Yeah, that definitely will come as the competition. As you can see, Tuga breaking the deadlock here, as you can see, with the R1X into Mbappe and a low-driven straight away. But as you can said, Buckley, we're going to see some funky stuff in the future weeks. You've got guys like Obron that we spoke to in Atlanta who said he's going to keep his secrets for this event. You know, people are studying. They're watching these guys play. Will take it at home, practice to what they've learned, and try to add their little own twist to it.
The other game that's taking place right now, we alluded to it earlier on the desk, Anders and LJR. There's been a goal from Yaskal. Actually, it wasn't a goal, it was pulled down.
If he saves this
penalty given.
Oh, never
that's a
mind.
straight...
Never mind.
Straight red card and a penalty. And the penalty scored. And that, for me, is game over.
Yeah. Listen, if Lucas somehow comes out of this game with a result, fair play, brother. And I think you deserve to go all the way. But playing against Yaskal with 10 men, oh my. Even if I had 12 against Yaskal, I'll be struggling. So let alone a man down. It's going to be a tough task.
Offside trap coming in there from Tuga. That looked like a mistake. And Tex will very simply just continue dribbling and score the easiest goal of the night.
You've got to see that again. The R1 dribbling with the AI miss for him with the offside trap. Definitely didn't want that to happen. I think the Tex capitalised on a mistake. You don't really see Tuga kind of give a free goal like that.
Doesn't make errors like that.
Yeah.
Does not make errors as Anders Vergang and Peixoto, and it's going bad to worse for Peixoto. You said it on the desk. He has to win this game, really. Like, if you're not taking anything from this game, I think we're going to see this a lot during the next, 75 minutes. We're going to see a lot of the ball in Lucas's goal, and that's in the nicest way possible.
Yeah, Lucas has put himself in a really tough situation here with 10 men against a player like Yaskal going forward, who's not had any issue with scoring goals today. But like we said about the Anders game for Peixoto, he does have to win it. And sometimes when you play against and you got Anders. That's probably the worst matchup you could probably ask for, because Anders doesn't care if you're 10-0, 5-0, 0-5. He's going to treat you how he treats everyone else and will look to win the game.
We always get asked our predictions, so I'm asking the chat right now. Let us know your top three. We're about halfway through this group. Who is going to be your top three going through this group into the knockout stages? I can imagine a lot of people are going to say Anders. Who's the other two going to be? Will Tex do it and get out the FC Pro Open for the first ever time into the knockouts? Will Tuga on his debut Pro Open going to the latter stages? Will it be Yaskau? Or is LJR going to cook up something in week 2 that none of us are predicting? Let us know at home. We'll get the best predictions on the screen and we can highlight them in all their glory as Tuga comes forward here. Good step out there from Tex.
Yeah, that was a great step from Tex. As you can see, Tuga trying to play with the cams, the wing and the centre mid on each side, trying to play in the little pockets, but it was a great step from Tex, and now he has his chance to try and get himself a lead. Oh, he had the pass down. You can see the team pace activated by Tuga there. Pavlovic, is that? A bit surprised by that option from Tuga.
He's always got something rolled up the sleeve.
Yeah, I mean, with that intercept, to be fair.
Let's have a look what's happening here. Yes, it looks like another Yaskau goal, and it's just what was going to happen. The red card, the centre-back off, the space that will be left in behind. Just allude to the bottom right of your screen there. Stammy is highlighted over it, but Dan Burn with a big win. I spoke to Tuga before we kicked off. I went, Tuga, why are you using Dan Burn? And he just went,
corners.
He's better than Van Dijk at centre-back. He's better in the air. And for the price and the play styles that he has, I feel like he is the best option I can get. And I was like, you know what? You sold me.
I mean, for the corners alone, we see how big set pieces are in the top level of FC. And Dan Burn being 6'7". Every corner Tex will have to defend against. He's going to be so worried about it. And even defending them.
Do you think over the year as well, we'll start to see that being a fake out? You select that bird and then quickly go to somewhere else, as Anders Vergang has added a second. We're so early in the game cycle still. I know the meta that we're playing right now, a lot of incisive, a lot of intercept heavy in terms of player selection, and they seem to be the dominant play styles that players are opting for. But as the year goes on, patches come in, updates are thriving. You will see, I think, things change. Is that safe to assume?
Yeah, that's definitely the number one thing that's going to happen. As the year goes on, the items get better, and when the items get better, the players get better. They start to figure out what they can do, start to learn the game a bit more, because as you start to practice, you start to notice a little more patterns. You might start to get a little bit more ideas from inspirations from items, maybe with play styles that you might not thought combinations could work. But still, like you said, we're just about to hit December. There's still a lot of the cycle left. There's going to be a lot more things we're all going to be learning.
We're also that one player, whoever it is, in terms of competitor, picking a rogue shout and then that's sticking. One person doesn't use, I don't know, let's say, for example, Reinders in the midfield. There's a new player that comes out in a new promo, and then it sticks. Here's some of those predictions coming in. Freddie, Anders, Tex, and Yaskau. It's not a bad shout. Vicente Briosa, Anders, Yaskau, and Tuga. A lot of Anders and Yaskau shouts, and there's Luke Fader saying Anders, Yaskau, and Lucas. Final one from
Yaskau
Alex.
topping the group.
Yaskau topping the group. There is someone called Anders Vergang in this group. It's going to be 15 out of 15, but Yaskau will be right behind him with that last performance of the day that he is putting up right now, and the goal difference will be slowly edging tighter and tighter. Tex building up on the edge of the box. The finesse shot comes in. It's a good save from Tugas Casillas. Dan Burn once again the leading head in the box. That's great feed from Tex to create a little bit of space in the corner. The recycle pass just wasn't quite as accurate, and there could be a counter-attack here for Tuga. It's 3 against 2. Play your cards right and you're in. Stoikov. Cheeky chip over the goalkeeper and a counter-attack to hang in a museum.
Like I was going to say, Tuga's probably the one guy that doesn't mind Tex's build-up, just because Tuga defensively, he's known to all types of situation. But what a great trigger to get their initial run with Mbappe, and when you get in situations like that, it's so hard to defend against, and a cheeky lob to pin it 2-1 up. As you can see, Yaskar with a bit of trickery. Oh, he's getting fancy now. He forces the R1X above, but it's just too hard for Lucas to try and slow him down with 10 men. Listen,
this could end 15, 16 nil.
It could get dark. It could.
I know you're a fan of the dark arts. This is far from it.
It is.
This is just dark.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful from Yaskar. I think, like I said, going forward on the ball, he's just so good. And Anders has pulled another one back.
It's quite interesting. We've got this game which is 2-1, and the other 2 games just belong wide open in terms of scoreline.
But we've got 2 veterans here. I mean, if you just talk about Tuga and Tex, they've been around the scene for years, and I think you can kind of see the fundamentals in both of them. If you look at the fundamentals of the new boys, it's more attacking, going forward, goals, goals, goals. Goals, goals, goals. If you look at Tuga and Tex, it's more slowing down, defensive, working it. They can still go forward, but it's a different type of thinking.
Yeah, you talk about goals, goals, goals. Look at that on the left-hand side. Vergang, 19. Plus 19 goal difference. 15 points. Perfect haul. Yaskar right behind him on 12. Tuga will be in the middle of the pack as it stands, in a good position, but can't quite think himself in the knockouts yet, as Tex and Lucas only a couple of wins behind, and then you have El-Jahar Peixoto with a week to forget about for last year's semi-finalist. He finds himself 3-0 down in the last game of the day at the hands of Team Falcons. Ooh. Anders Vergang, a little bit of a spicy game, that one as well. Twisted minds against Falcons. We saw that rivalry over in Riyadh at the Esports World Cup, where the FC Pro World Championships did take place last season, as Yaskar looks to have added a 5th, Shells.
As you can see, he's just going right down the middle, no matter what. You just can't stop it. The R1X straight to Mohamed Salah. That's given Yaskar the 5th goal of the half. Like I said, his first game was against Anders, and he was trailing by a few goals, but managed to bring it back. So
that's the only defeat he's had today. He lost 8-5. He brought it back to 5-4.
Yeah.
And then Anders pulled away on consolation.
It's been a strong day for Yaskar.
And that's the closest we've seen Anders pushed.
Yeah.
Really, over the course of the day. Every other game he's been relatively comfortable. Talking about Peixoto, though, we're not going to speak about him too much today because he's been very poor, being completely honest. However, what has gone wrong for him?
It's a tough one. Sometimes we all just have a bad day at a tournament. It happens to the best of us. I mean, you're playing in the Pro Open against the world's best players in the world. If you're not up to your game, or by even a little bit, you know, this is the results that's going to happen. But funny enough, we talk about Risotto. Survives there. He can still do it next week. You might say it or next time, because anything can happen.
Only 9.
Anything can happen, especially in a group stage format. Yaskar could be the one dropping that type of performance next time. Anders could be that one. Obviously, Anders has set himself up very nicely, being potentially on 15 points, most likely on 15 points. But
Joe, we've actually not had a single draw today either.
What's the? Has there been anything really close?
There was a 2-1 earlier on today, which was Tex against Lucas. That was 2-1. We've had a 5-3 and a 6-5.
¿Qué tal todos y bienvenidos sean al fútbol por la noche bajo las estrellas? Les habla Fernando Paloma en compañía de Mario Alberto Kempes, que estará comentando este partido. Hoy veremos un apasionante partido de rivals. Partidos como este hay que verlo.
Un partido muy interesante. Se siente la tensión en el
really battling out quite evenly, I would say. Both looking quite dangerous going forward. That's Pina. Oh, what a save!
¿Y qué tal si vamos con el comienzo de la primera parte?
Plus play style, the full effect. Corner played short from Tex.
Aquí está la estructura colectiva del equipo visitante. Ter Stegen bajo palos. Antonio Rüdiger trabajará con Militao en la defensa. Steven Gerrard saldrá con Gavi en la mitad. La dupla ofensiva del conjunto que se encargará de hacer los goles.
Tex finally getting a goal back.
Claudia Pina.
You can see the team press activated from Tuga. I do think that was probably the wrong decision. I think Tuga's been defending Tex very well, but giving Tex too much time on the ball. Only in the one result.
Avanza hacia el arco rival.
And a fourth against
Ahí va, buen pase.
Un gol tempranero, Marito, ¿qué me contás?
¿Te parece que lo haremos más?
Y se terminó el 0-0. Alejandro Valde. Guarda con esta jugada que promete.
But it's not over yet. It's not over though. 2026
Y nadie lo quiere perder, ¿eh? Partido de ida y vuelta y probablemente con muchos goles.
Un gol que iguala el marcador en 1.
Yaskau being very, very comfortable.
Ahí tiene la pelota pegada al pie. Si esto no lo recuperaron, terminaba mal para este equipo.
Cortaron el ataque en seco.
He's got all the space in the middle of the park to take
Ojo que ahí puede
as
llegar.
time as he likes. Messi's isolated up top.
¡Le pega!
What is the best way this year, Charles, when you arrive to 10 minutes to set up your team? If you're in a 4-5 run,
otra vez está arriba en el marcador.
Nobody midfield, you can't take the strike off, we've got the option.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in a 4-5-1 or 4-4-1,
recuperar la
it's
pelota
pretty much
justo
the same.
donde el
You've got to go
peligro se
one
echaba.
striker and I think with 2 centre mids. Regardless, you just have to hope for the best. I think
Lindsay Hibbs.
put in a position out when leaving a gap somewhere else other than the centre mid is your only hope.
Qué linda pase metida.
As you can see, Tuga
Ojo que lo hace.
making it 3-2.
Oh, buena tajada.
Low driven. Strike from Tuga. We're going to see this back on the replay.
Sigue adelante, buena conducción.
Bonmati.
Uy, qué lástima, la perdieron, se han quedado con ganas.
Goalkeeper left the end about it.
Quedó sin marca y hay peligro. Creo yo nomás Mario que eligió mal.
Con lo fácil que era y otra vez desperdicia una gran oportunidad.
So clinical. About 10 men, you're just saying for people at home, if they do around 10 men, what's the go-to scenario?
Lindsay
Yeah, I
Hibbs.
definitely think if you're in a 4-4-1, just take up
Ya está ahí nomás, hasta acá llegó el
just hope
ataque.
for the best. I think it will give you the best opportunity to still win the game. You can still kind of press, still attack kind of simple, and still attack the same type of way, just without the cam. But of course, the striker is going to be very important with linking up the play, and that's why it's very important to have a
Lindsay
decisive
Hibbs.
pass, just to help you get out of the press.
Eder Militao interceptando.
Chiellini, strong at the back.
Gavi.
The pitch for Hull. Yaskau, a little bit. This sort of injury. Morgan away. Stamkar
Atento,
gets
qué buena
back.
pelota.
Emphatic finish, past the goalkeeper.
Gran atajada.
Is Alex Morgan turning heads?
Berenstein. Cuánta imaginación en ese pase.
Impresionante cómo llegó a picar el balón.
Este es un partido para guardar en el recuerdo y un gol majestuoso.
Yaskau puts himself in the right areas. He is just so lethal going forward.
You can see the two
Claudia
FC
Pina.
Pro Live items also next
Tremendo
to
balón teledirigido.
the face cams. Nuno
Perdieron la
Tavares
pelota.
for Tuga.
Hace largo que termina fácil en la guardameta.
James.
Esto es lo que pasa
Leeds
cuando
United.
le das con mucha fuerza.
I'm just going to have a quick look actually, because obviously we've got the Yaskau item going to get some upgrades.
He has Fabio Vieira.
Buen corte en el juego.
Maximilio Calfreeze for Yaskau.
Y ahora queda sin marca
Representing
encima
Club
de
Outfit, the club that he's also playing
Gerrard.
for. Still in the almost discard.
Todo se puso
We're at
buena
26.
victoria. Esto es el rojo vivo. Este
Can't really
equipo
sell
no
it to
baja los
you.
brazos.
Yaskau would have to win the Pro Open.
Alejandro Valde.
Cal 3 is to get some good upgrades. However, after he's played tonight, that doesn't seem...
Ahí se termina todo, un mal pase.
Too long of a shout. He's in great position to get
Esto pinta peligroso.
We'll do that next time round. You can see
Frimpong
sort of trying to bring one back. He was sneaked in near post there with Pina. But yeah, Yaskau and Anders have been playing on a different level. I do think
filtrando bien el balón por ahí.
It's a big game.
Tiro de esquina profundo.
You have to think if Tuga's got something to hold on. Alex Morgan again with the speed. You simply cannot get
Y ahí nomás el arranque de una nueva jugada.
Lucas, after going down to 10, would have thought this game was done, but
Pedro Neto.
Alex Morgan is putting on a showcase right now.
Esa pelota que lleva de
Fíjate, Fernando, este jugador se parece muchísimo a vos. Intenta hacer tantas cosas, que a veces no sabe todo.
Esa es buena pelota, ojo. Clemson se traslada a Pina. Qué bien que defendieron eso, pincharon bien la bocha. Se fue rozando el poste ese disparo.
You've almost got 3 players fighting for that. Tex, Tuga, Lucas. That could come down to goal difference. And all 3 of those players have suffered quite heavy defeats.
Están sumando uno más al partido.
Tex against Anders. Tuga earlier on today.
Avanza firme con el balón.
Against Yaskau, and now Yaskau doing it against Lucas.
Para meterse de nuevo en el partido.
Very, very tight third when we come back. And Cipro open. It's still a game that is tight
Es
at the
así
moment.
como llegamos al final del primer tiempo a descansar.
3 goals to 2. Get a penalty. She's getting a penalty. Tuga with a golden opportunity from 12 yards. Can Tex stop it? Slots it into the left-hand corner. It seemed harsh, but Tuga does not care one bit.
That is a great through ball from Tuga once again. Goldman a counter-attack. This. Oh, it's a bit harsh. That one's one of those.
Any justification, Chelsea?
I think it's so hard to get a mental reset after that, especially in such an important round this is. Of course, for Tex, there's still a lot of time left to try and come back against Tuga, but that is something you don't want to see to give him an extra lead. Yaskau making it 8. He's just not stopping.
Pashotto with 25 minutes left on the clock, double tapping to Reinders. That's a 7-2 scoreline. If any of these games get even remotely close, I'm sure we'll show you then, but once the pulse has stopped between Tuga and Tex, that's
Sin
where our
distracciones, nos vamos
focus will be
metiendo ya al
going with a
arranque
4-2
del segundo
scoreline
tiempo.
in that particular matchup.
Waterwendo.
If you're Lucas, you're happy this is last game of the day, you're not playing after this? Or would you want to get
Lindsay
one back?
I think we'll be happy.
Ataca bien la pelota.
Of course, you always want to try to eat yourself. Great. No driven finesse there from Messi.
Nada de toque directo al área. No puede cabecear bien, Marito, que bien
mentioned the goal
defendieron.
difference. You saw a glance at it there, minus 13. Lucas will be on after this game. That feels really, really important at this stage. Officially sort of halfway through. The points aren't going to change really for the most part. Anders is going to be top, Yaskau's going to be second. LJ Pashotto's going to be bottom. This is 7-3, this is right from kickoff.
Okay.
Surely not.
Listen, there's a lot of time left.
20 minutes.
That's a lot of time. 9 minutes half. If he somehow gets a result against Anders last round, no.
That's not even tournament. That's my prediction in. Let's have a look at that table then. Minus 12 for Lucas, minus 13 for LJR. As Tuga adds a fifth. He talks about the mental reset will be difficult. Tuga comes right down the other end.
Fernandez
adds the fifth and more than likely solidifies the 3 points for the Beckley Apogee representative.
Frimpong.
Portuguese star.
En espera de la oportunidad para achicar la diferencia. Se viene el balón a los 16:50. Ha sacado bien ese tiro de esquina. Cuidado que se quita un posible contraataque. Gran chance para Claudio Pina. Se viene.
He has so much confidence in himself. And it will be so hard to, that penalty that Tex gave away, or would have been so hard for him to get the mental reset, I think.
You've been competing, still competing now, Shells. Talk to me about the mental fatigue, something we don't often speak about. You've just played 5 almost back-to-back-to-back games here in this environment, on the stage, against some of the best players on the planet. When we're getting into these final 10 minutes of the last round, you must be almost fried.
Yeah. And it's even like if maybe things ain't really been going your way, it's kind of like all the results kind of hitting you at once, because you kind of know. For example, Lucas, the 10 men. Now he's thinking about all the other games. He kind of accepted defeat. He's disappointed himself. Tex, you see when the pen happened, he took the AirPods out. Kind of his day was done. You kind of feel a bit burned out, but you know there's a week to come back and prepare for, because anything can happen. But it is hard. It's very hard to stay locked in at every single game, every single moment.
When you're preparing for that next round, obviously it's quite a long way away. We're coming back first sort of week in January. When you look at that matchup, are you looking back to these games, or are you just looking ahead? We also don't know where the game will be in terms of meta.
Yeah.
There might be some patches over the festive period, and we've got a whole month and a half really until you have to come back and play again.
Yeah.
Do you just forget about this week?
You have to forget about, but you have to see what you also done wrong, or maybe what they was doing right, or maybe what you wasn't doing to maybe what you're normally doing. But you have to forget about it, because anything can happen. You have to. That's why I think, look, we kind of saw it a couple of years ago where I think Fuma and Tex both got 0 points, but then the next round they turn up firing. And I think sometimes when you play with freedom, you just play a lot better. And I think you got to forget about these results if you want to try and make yourself go through if you had a bad tournament.
And on the other side of it, your Andrews, 5 wins out of 5, yes, 4 wins out of 5.
Especially for the other, it's got to be 15 points. It's just even, just fuel the fire.
For everyone as well, looking for the updates, 16 points gives you another +1 upgrade to that live item. If you qualify through to the knockouts, you're looking at a playstyle plus from 3 selected and another +1 overall, so there could be some huge upgrades coming. Anders is only 1 point away. Yaskow is only 4 points away from those upgrades when we do come back in January. Plenty of upgrades and potential to play for as we wind down here. Yaskow, 9-2. Yes, you heard that right. 9-2 win. It's not the first time he scored 9 goals today.
That Morgan is causing problems. If you saw the goal just there, I know the game was done a long time ago. Morgan's fine. He's just so well. His decision making with her has been spot on.
I know Manu here today earlier was saying Pina's going to be the striker no matter what. Morgan has made a case.
You got to play to your strengths, you know. At the end of the day, you're the one playing the games. You got to pick the team that you like, the players that you like. And of course, Pina, choice of value, it's hard to not choose her, but if you're Yaskow, there's a big reason why you're using Alice Morley, because the damage he's doing with her is second to none.
Back when you were competing, still are competing, but you get my point.
Yeah.
Who was a player that you sort of liked and picked that maybe wasn't the most common? Was there anyone out there?
Nah, I think I was one of the. I picked.
You just followed the crowd.
Not follow the crowd, but you know, I stick to my strengths using Cristiano. I'm trying to think, did I have any rogue shouts?
I remember the E-Premier League victory. A lot of roulettes, a lot of play in the final third.
Yeah, but there was still kind of the popular shouts of Rashford, Salah, the choices at the time. I'm trying to think, any rogue? I was a big fan of Danny DaCosta team this season item back in 19, long time ago. And that's how it shows my age there, but you can see Tex bringing one back just late on in the 90th minute, a bit too late. It was a close game until that penalty shout. I think Tex it'll be a tough one for him to take, but if there's anyone's going to turn up in week 2, it will be him. But Tuga, it's a big, big result.
Anders Vergang, 4 additional minutes on the clock here. But he started the day with an 8-5 victory. He's ending the day with an 8-4 victory. It has been, simply put, Shells, the Anders Vergang show today.
Yeah, and he put a statement on the map, to be honest. I think we was all looking at this Tex and Anders game, which was fantastic to watch. A lot of us were saying Tex was going to be the one to do it, and I think Anders, with his performance, not only in that game, but the whole day so far, he's here to go back-to-back in the FC Pro Open this year, and it's a big statement for the rest of the competition.
I was just about to say that. This is a point down. This is a flag in the ground. Anders Vergang and Team Falcons are here to play at the Pro Open in FC 26. Week 1, 15 points. Perfection for the Pro Open champion. He is a man on a mission, and that mission is to defend his Pro Open title. Flawless FC from start to finish for Vergang.
I love seeing his emotion. He just wants to, look how angry he is. You just topped the group 15 of 15. I've got to try to talk to him and see what is he really frustrated about. Is it how he's playing? Is it the goals he's conceding? Because sometimes it just comes to a point where you just got to accept the victory, but it just shows the level that he's at and what he puts himself to. He wants to win it all.
What a day it's been. Ups and downs all day long, but the man on top of the table is Anders Vergang. He's going to take some stopping. Let's head on over to FG and Harry to break it all down.
Thank you very, very much. Welcome to FC Pro IQ, me and Harry Hesketh. We're going to be unpicking our PlayStation Player of the Day, Anders Vergang. What a Monday night it's been. It's like we're on Monday Night Football right now. Mr.
You can say that again. What a Monday night it's been.
It has been a fantastic Monday as we wait for Mr. Anders Vergang to come and join us. How's it been for you on the broadcast?
It's been absolutely sensational. I've enjoyed it, and Everton won. They wouldn't have if I weren't here, so...
Yeah, you were definitely enjoying it. Look who's behind us here. Come and join us in the middle. Our PlayStation Player of the Day.
Why are you upset?
I'm going to hand you the mic. What's wrong, Anders? You've just got 5 wins out of 5.
I lead 7-1 and I end up winning 8-4, and I'm a perfectionist, I think the word is, and I mean, I think about everything. I mean, if I do well, or if I don't do well in the second week, then goal difference is probably important. So I'm just mad that I ended so bad, but we also played for like, I think 4 hours now, and it's very hard to keep concentrate on 100%. And when you get 5 out of 5 wins, then I think I use my energy quite well, but I'm just, a bit mad at myself that I couldn't play the game at 100% until then.
Right, let's take a look then, shall we, at some of your clips. By the way, your goal difference is plus 20. I think you are going to be fine. Anders Vergang, listen, let's take a look at your clips. We've got you against Tex here. We'll roll the footage right now. I don't know if you can remember this goal because you've seen so many, but talk us through your thinking. Obviously, we've got Harry next to us as well. The goals that this man's been scoring, Harry, have been absolutely fantastic all day.
It's just silly. You never, ever, ever choose the wrong shot, and I don't know how. Are you looking at the goalkeeper when you're near the goal, or do you just know what's going to happen?
I would say a mix. This one, I would say, was quite obvious. When you don't move the keeper, you can't shoot short, or near post. And
can we just take that back?
That was insane, I think, to be honest.
Yeah, can we just take this exact goal back to the edge of the area before Aitana Bonmat is about to take the shots? We'll roll it a little bit forward now, where you've got the ball with Claudio Pina, who a lot of people have been using throughout. You'll play the pass in a minute, Anders, which we will see and let it roll through.
I think a lot of people...
And let's stop it here, all right? Let's talk about what you are thinking right now, because for me, we're looking at this, as a very casual player, I'm taking my shot straight away. Harry, what are you doing in this position?
No, I think the bit before it is where I would have snatched, like where like Bonmatti's gone offside. Maybe you're just looking into a technical dribble and shooting, but that's why these are here and I'm here. So.
Anders, I mean, looking at this, does that not scare you a little bit? You've got 3 defenders running at you, and this ends up in a goal.
I think it's the composure before it more than this bit. Like he knows he's going to touch and shoot there.
I think the only thing that scares me is how good I was today. But if we don't talk about that, then yeah, I think this was very good. Like I saw that, as you say, Bonmatti was offside, and then I very good at like triggering the players, and I triggered like our I think that's why we got closer and then it rolled through again.
Surprise. On a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you with your performance?
I would say 10, to be honest. That's very rare. I'm that, but I think in the pro history, I think no one has ever got 15 points out of 15. And I also was very happy when I saw the group, and I think I was right in everything I said. Like everyone is beating everyone, and I think Tex lost to Tuchel. I think that's very important for me, like for the #1 spot, because in my head, I think Tex's top level is higher than Tuchel, and Jasko, I heard, has 12 points somehow. But if everything should go to plan, then he's not gonna perform like this in the second week. So if I'm gonna end up not winning the group, then it would be the biggest choke of FC history.
He's just put more pressure on himself, by the way. Anders, you've been absolutely fantastic. 5 wins out of 5, including a win against Tex, which everyone was looking forward to that matchup.
9-3 by the way. 9-3 by the way.
9-3 by the way. Of course, and thoughts on Harry being in the broadcast? You enjoyed that?
I don't listen to it.
I didn't get any shushes.
Yeah, well,
that was only Buckley.
I'll tell you a man who did get a lot of shushes. Let's head over to him right now, Mr. Richard Buckley. Oh, no, in fact.
Sorry about that. FG got me confused there. It's over to me. Richard Buckley's over there, FG, but I'm joined by Yaskal, who finished on 12 points. We had a sensational day. I spoke to you briefly anyway. You're still talking about finishing top, so that shows your mentality. But we want to go through your tactics because I feel like a lot of people at home would want to see what you've been using. Is there anything that's a bit different that maybe you could have potentially wanted to change, or maybe even people in the team?
I don't think I will change anything because first of all I had like 12 points, so pretty good. And but yeah, I don't think I'm gonna change anything about that.
Is there any situation? So let's say if you're losing the game, 80th minute, do you still stick with the same formation, or what do you do? Is there anything you change?
Most of the time, I just switch to 4-4-2, which is like a more attacking tactic, and yeah, maybe just I put maybe 95 defensive approach, and yeah.
What about roles reverse now? If you're if you're winning a game, last 10 minutes again, same thing, or do you maybe just change the roles a little bit? Do you change the defensive approach?
Sometimes I just like lower the defensive approach. Depends on the opponent, to be honest. If he plays Pina, he's just gonna go incisive in the back of my defense. So I'm just maybe putting 50 instead of 70. So yeah, pretty much like this. And sometimes I just play 4-2-3-1-2.
Okay, and one last question again. Does your tactics depend on who you're playing against? Like, do you have something set in mind for Anders, for LJR, or does it you just play your own game?
No, I think I played every game 4-4-1-1. I didn't switch once, I think. Maybe once against Anders, because I was losing like by 2. So I had to score. And but yeah, I just play 4-4-1-1 against everyone, and maybe if I need to switch, I just play 4-4-2.
Yep, incredible work today, Yaskal. You're sensational. Hopefully you can do the same in week 2. Let's head on back over to the host desk.
Thank you very much to Yaskal, and of course, apologies again, Mr. Ryan Pessoa. Richard Buckley is joining us now. I mean, shall we talk about the shushes quickly, because I was desperate to know a minute ago.
You know what? I did predict that Tex were going to win, and he listens to everything. He's probably listening right now. Do it again, Anders. Get 30 out of 30. You won't.
I mean, 5 wins out of 5, Rose. When we look at all of the players there, we're about to see all of the players' tactics on the screen right now. Is there any tactics that you're looking at particularly? Anyone that you're going to follow?
I mean, Anders is just insane. You can't ignore it. He's just at top every single time.
I mean, the thing is, Harry, if I was to use Anders's tactic code, I don't think I'm playing as well as him.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I was going to say, it seems to be the better the player is, like, don't copy their tactic because they're just so much freakishly better than you that it's just not going to transcend into your gameplay. Out of them, I'd probably go for Yasko's. More of a 4-4-1-1 translates better to a casual and better for foot champs, whereas a 4-5-1, it's more like a game of chess with the pros, so I would side to the 4-4-1-1s.
And all throughout that whole thing, Richard Buckley was laughing at me, basically, when you said the word casual. Appreciate that very much. I'm not arguing at all. Let's take a look at the Group A table as it stands after the first round of fixtures. That man, Anders Vergang, the current holder of this competition, 5 wins out of 5, a goal difference of 20. He's played against Tex. He's shown how good he is. Is he your favourite for the tournament?
I mean, easily, and I think the one thing is that his personality shines through every single time.
I mean, listen, we're looking at the rest of the group there as well, Rich, and the other players within the group. Let's go right down to the bottom.
Biggest shock of the day.
Huge shock.
Yeah,
LDR Peixoto on 0 points.
Semi-finalist last year, looked really good, obviously won E-League as well. I think there is something to read into. You're also qualifying. You're not playing the qualifiers. You're not getting good reps. All the players that qualified to be here have all picked up good points. But then, Anders also didn't have to play the qualifier. He did play Euros qualification though, did Anders Vergang, and did qualify through. So, and he's also just a little bit good at the game.
Yeah, and he also wasn't too happy with his plus 20 goal difference, which is absolutely remarkable. We're doing it all again, same time tomorrow. Group B, let's take a look, shall we, at the players we've got, Harry. I mean, look, there's so many good groups in this competition. What are you most looking forward to seeing tomorrow, including that man, Emre Yilmaz is back in action?
Well, again, considering Group B was titled the Group of Death, and I've just seen that the level on display is going to be outrageous. You've got 2 ex-world champions, so I'm quite looking forward to that matchup. Manu, and then you've got arguably...
What a group. All you have to do, Rich, is look at the rankings. Yeah. 3rd and 4th and 20th and 22nd. Are we writing the other 2 players off there?
I would argue the best player right now in that group is ranked 127th.
That is scary.
I know, yeah, that is one prediction down already, Rich.
No. Look. You can bring this up tomorrow. Catcher will get at least 9 points tomorrow.
You think he's going to get 9 points? How do you see this group going? Group B, who's your favourite, Rose, in this one?
I mean, I'm going to have to say Darkly just because he's so smiley.
She's going with the vibes. Listen, you guys can watch at home tomorrow. Tune in to us 6 p.m. GMT. Group B, as Harry said, the Group of Death is up next. I mean, this is going to be incredible. I'll tell you what else is going to be incredible. A live audience at our final. We are giving you the opportunity to come and join us. Come and see all of us here. Come and see the pro players in the flesh. Who's going to lift the title this year? Scan the QR code. Tickets are available right now for the FC Pro Open Final. 26th of January in London. What a day it has been. Thank you all, Rose. Congratulations on making your FC Pro debut.
Thank you.
As well, Mr. Harry Hesketh. Great debut from you both. Rich, as always, absolutely top class, getting shushed by the best player in the world, or the second best player in the world according to the rankings. And of course, a massive thank you to everyone for watching today. Group A has set the tone for an incredible FC Pro Open. And we go again, same time tomorrow. See you then.
están? Un verdadero placer compartir con todos ustedes esta gran jornada. Muy feliz que nos puedan acompañar para disfrutar del buen fútbol. Soy Fernando Palomo, acompañado de Mario Alberto Kempes, el líder de gol del Mundial 78. Un encuentro de rivals que ni les cuento más, se lo voy a contar, pero yo diría antes ni les cuento, que es un partidazo. Esto será, Marito, te digo una cosa, fantastic.
La verdad que las condiciones están dadas, Fernando, para que tengamos un momento espectacular viendo fútbol.
Wittgenstein. Este es el equipo local. Ter Stegen bajo palos. Antonio Rüdiger trabajará con Militao en la defensa. Steven Gerrard saldrá con Ward-Prowse en la mitad del campo. Y la amenaza para el arco rival descansa en esa dupla ofensiva. Se pasó de Rocker esa, me parece, le sacan tarjeta. Por ella. Van ganando metros a ver si terminan en gol. Este es un paradón de premio seguro. Fernández. Después de esto se ve el peligro. Era más difícil errarlo que convertirlo. Y de a poco van estirando la diferencia. Es bueno ese pase filtrado. No te lo puedo creer, no puede ser este gol. Gakpo. Dybala. Ese pase peligroso. Para reducir distancias. Ahí está el descuento. La diferencia es de uno. Puede pasar de todo. La buscaron y la consiguieron.
¿Cómo se dio cuenta de ese pase, Fernando?
Defensa ahí in the box. Avanza y puede recurrir a apoyos en ataque. Atento, buen pase. Se viene el gol. ¡Ojo! Claudia Pina. Atento que esto puede ser peligroso. La prometía bien esto. Intentarán ahora recuperar. Fenomenal el pase. Toma bien la pelota, sigue el peligro. Reacción impresionante, impecable atajada. Era para ampliar la diferencia, 2.
La oportunidad que se le presenta a este equipo ahora de remontar el gol que tiene de ventaja es grande. La arquera hizo una parada fenomenal ante un contragolpe increíble.
Gakpo. Esa es buena pelota, ojo. Muy buena defensa en esa entrada. Si necesita apoyos, ahí los tiene. Claudia Pina con el pase vacío. Este ataque pinta bien. ¡La picó! Claudio Pina. El esférico de Dybala. ¡Gol! ¡Dybala! ¡Gol! No falló la joya y la mandó a guardar. Maravilloso Paulo Dybala. Atento, que bien pensó ese pase. La presionan pero sujeta bien la pelota. Claudio Pina. Ahora se dirige al interior. ¡Gol! Se empató todo con una tremenda contra. Claudio Pina. James Ward-Prowse. Ferland Mendy. James Ward-Prowse. Ahí se van aproximando al área, esto es bueno.
La están haciendo mover a la pelota con mucha efectividad.
No la cuidaron, se le fue. Avanza Claudio Pina. Sería el gol de la ventaja. ¡Gol! Que era un disparo, pero la pelota al final cruzó y terminó entrando. Casco. Frenando y el ataque rival. Avanza en carrera con la pelota controlada. Buen robo de balón de Paulo Dybala. ¡Qué bien que picó ese pase! Dybala. Dybala. Pinta bueno ese pase. Paulo Dybala la tiene. La defensa que dice esto, San se acabó.
Está claro que es fundamental que la defensa recupere la pelota antes de que pase el balón.
Parece que te muere, ¿eh? ¡Brillante como picó la pelota!
Vamos a repasar por este contragolpe que fue el preludio de una gran anotación. Y bueno, Fernando, vio quién estaba defendiendo el arco y le pegó por ahí.
Ahí está el silbato que nos indica que se ha terminado el primer tiempo. Comienza la segunda parte del partido y nos ponemos las pilas. Berenstein. Como cuando la que te gusta termina con el novio. ¡Hay espacio! Esto es penal. Esto es penal y lo vio bien la referee. Ponete a estudiar mejor.
Qué manera de desperdiciar un penal, por Dios.
Claudia Pina. Capco buscando crear peligro, se mete en zona de fuego. Gran acción. Excelente pase filtrado. Berenstein con el tiro. Ahí está, se define. No puede pegar Berenstein. Qué bien que defendieron eso, pincharon bien la bocha.
La recuperación en el momento justo de la defensa.
Avanza y tiene apoyo. Ahora la tiene Pulisic.
Juega la pelota en el defensa. Tony Campo. ¡Golazo que acaban de clavar! Ferland Mendy. James Ward-Prowse. Esa es buena pelota, ojo. Esta parece buena, ojo. ¡Qué buena intervención! Sí, que la defensa no recuperaba esto. No sé qué podía pasar. Ronald Araujo. Steven Gerrard. ¡Cuánta imaginación en ese pase! Picó el balón y lo hace. ¡Categoría para levantar la pelota! ¿Vieron cómo la picó un genio? Rudiger. Esta jugada puede terminar un abrazo de gol. Ronald Araujo. Este pase tiene potencial. Después de esto se ve el peligro. Ward-Prowse. Acá lo consigue. ¡Qué mal define un peluche, mano! Si todavía no es Navidad. O ya es, no sé, ya ni me acuerdo qué fecha estamos.
No me aplico.
¡Se viene el gol! ¡Fantástica tajada! ¡Es una muralla! Christian Pulisic. Aflojaron, ahí tiene de nuevo la pelota. Oportunísima entrada robando el balón. Rápida transición en ataque. Esto lo vimos todo. están? Un inmenso placer poder estar con todos ustedes ya listos para disfrutar de un gran espectáculo. Reciben una cálida bienvenida de mi parte, Fernando Palomo, acompañado del genial Mario Kempes. Hoy tendremos un partido de rivals de aquello. La atmósfera que se percibe augura un choque de trenes, una batalla sin cuartel.
Hoy la visita, Fernando, tiene que estar muy atenta porque el local viene con un presente espectacular.
Balde. Estas son las estrellas que trabajarán para el equipo local en el partido de hoy. Ter Stegen bajo palos. Antonio Rüdiger trabajará con Militao en la defensa. Y se atreven a jugar con dos puntas, una dupla mortal para el ataque. Este fuera de lugar. Ferland Mendy. James Ward-Prowse. Fernández. Con alta probabilidad de pegar un buen susto. Avanza este equipo. Claudia Pina. Eduardo Camavinga. Guarda que esto termina bien. Gran chance para anotar. Gran vuelo del portero. Dígale adiós a la pelota. Claudia Pina, que viene acercándose al área. Si lo hace, se pone arriba. Ahí está. Se abre el marcador. Fernández. Buscan asociarse, lo quieren hacer en orden para aprovechar la jugada. Gran chance de volar. Courtois.
Esta vez sí que se tiró con alma y vida.
Ward-Prowse que mete el tiro de esquina al área. A otra cosa, mariposa. Ward-Prowse. Ahí tiene la pelota pegada al pie. James Ward-Prowse. Julián Araujo. Le han cortado la posesión ahí. Pase muy bueno de puntillas. Pero buena acción defensiva ahí. Julián Araujo. Se abre bien por el costado, aparecen opciones. Por ahí imposible pasar. Fernández. Ese pase peligroso. A punto de un remate golpe. ¡Gol! ¡Ha llegado el gol del empate!
Y el rival tendrá que ver ahora cómo hace las cosas. Todo puede pasar.
Claudia Pina. Gaby. Balde. Alexia Putellas. Claudia Pina. Para esto hay que tener muchísima paciencia. ¿Para cuándo el gol? Esa buena intercepción.
Menos mal que la defensa reaccionó.
Buena compañía en el ataque. Ahí tienen por dónde ir por la banda. Una pena el ataque que termina en nada y pintaba bien. Que tiene los controles. Intenta conectar con un balón elevado. Hubo peligro, pero asegura bien en portería. Ward-Prowse. Filtraron el balón. Bueno, pero el pase filtrado no llegó a ningún lado. Promete el avance de este equipo ahora. James Ward-Prowse. Claudia Pina. Cortando bien con la intercepción. Julián Álvarez. Otra vez les está quedando el balón. Tiene apoyo Camavinga. Ahí está el árbitro que dice que hay fuera de juego. Baldi. Pero mira qué buena actuación defensiva, por favor.
¿Se terminó? Lo que sea, ¿no?
Julián Álvarez. Avanza Claudio Pina. Le pega y lo gana. Y no, este gol no va a contar por posición adelantada. Cuando las cosas no salen, mejor probar con un cambio, ¿no?
A descansar a la banda con el 6, Valde. Y con el 19, Araujo. Entrará en su lugar con el 5, McAllister.
James Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse. ¡Ojo con este! Ahí se viene la transición a toda velocidad. Esta es peligrosa. Oh, buena entrada. Se aproxima cada vez más al área. Se lo clava en la gana. Cobrado fuera de juego. Julián Álvarez. Este es un buen paso. Ahí está el silbato que nos indica que se ha terminado el primer tiempo. Va a arrancar ya el segundo tiempo, cambio de cancha. Ward-Prowse. McAllister. Ojito que esta es buena. Alerta máxima en el fondo para cortar ese juego. Avanza y va con compañía. Ahí tienen una buena oportunidad de contra. Esto para recordar lo importante que es pasar bien el balón, ¿no? Que no la deje pasar. Courtois que mete un gol que a esa distancia parecía ya cantado. Va el balón a los 16:50. Exigido el arquero. Claudia Pina. Buen corte defensivo y ha recuperado.
la verdad, mucha astucia para interceptar ese pase.
Ronald Araujo. Rudiger. El partido que sigue empatado, están tratando de desequilibrar desde el juego. A ver, se aprovecha. Pierden la pelota después de una hermosa chance. Cuidado que se gesta un posible contraataque. Fantástico lo de Claudio Pina. Ahí lo controla y hay peligro. ¡Ahí está! Con esto y con todo el camino de la victoria. Fernández. Avanza en Carmen. Ahí está el rebote. Perdiendo el partido por 1, cobrar el córner.
Y esta afición tira para adelante y el equipo tiene que empatar.
Mira dónde robaron la pelota. Esto va gol. Courtois al atajado.
Esta vez sí que se tiró con alma y vida.
Lindo centro al área. Se salvaron, pero solamente por ahora. Buena tajada sin sobresaltos. Iñaki Williams. Muy buena defensa en esa entrada. Este ataque viene sin soledad. Atentos a esta jugada, ¿eh? Acá cantamos gol. Muy buena intervención. Y es tiro de esquina, Marito. Vuelo de las pelotas sin escalas. No es la mejor manera de protegerse. Esto lo gritamos. ¡Gol! Nada en reaccionar al logrado el empate.
Bueno, vemos la jugada repetida. Fíjate que tenés un ataque espectacular porque la presión viene arriba, hace que el equipo contrario se equivoque. Esa recuperación fue pronta y le quedó el espacio suficiente como para agarrar mal parado a la defensa.
Fernández. Tapó Tiburcio, lo tapó Tiburcio.
Grande campeón.
Ojo con esa pelota en el área. El rechazo que va a ir más. James Ward-Prowse. Steven Gerrard. Atento, acá se puede armar. Esto es offside. Bueno, aporte fundamental, claro, pero ahora es tiempo de refrescar las piernas.
Sale de la cancha con el 12,
Ahí está Camavinga. Si lo hace, se pone arriba. ¡Gol! Se pone en ventaja, hermano. Lindo partido, van 3 goles a 2. Militao. Alexander Arnold. 15 minutos nos separan del final del partido. Ronald Araujo. Han llegado muy bien a quedarse con la pelota. Logra progresar y hay potencial. ¡Gol! ¡Gol! De suspenso nomás, tenía poca fuerza el tirito y al final cruzó la línea. Corta bien esa pelota. Eder Militao. James Ward-Prowse. Este pase lleva peligro, pero buena acción defensiva ahí. Tienen la bocha y se van volando. ¡Qué manera de dejar el peligro! Sale el pase bombeado. Esto es claro, penal. Penal y sin dudarlo el árbitro está señalando ya el manchón. Será muy difícil revertir el resultado si lo consiguen. ¡Ya está! ¡Gol! Bien pateado, siempre gol. La única buena noticia que tiene este equipo es que la goleada está a punto de terminar. De a poco nos acercamos al final de un partido horrible para el cuadro de casa.
Bueno, pensar en una remontada imaginaria, Fernando, es pensar en milagro. Le han dado una pared a este equipo, ha jugado muy mal y se ha comido la mejor. Esto es magia, se viene el gol.
¡Gol! Metió de taco un recurso espectacular para definir y dejar un gol maravilloso en el recuerdo.
¿Cuánto tiempo hacía, Fernando, que no veíamos jugadores con esta calidad y esta manera espectacular de marcar gol?
Deja atrás la marca y se escapa. Ovaciones todas de pie, Courtois, magnífico. Bueno, ahí está, la muestra que el árbitro ni olvida ni perdona. Balón que vuela al área. ¿Por qué no hablamos de otra cosa en lugar de este cabezazo espantoso? Esto promete. Parecía que el ataque llegaba a buen puerto y terminó hundiéndose. Final del partido y qué dura derrota para el equipo de casa.
Yo creo que van a tener que trabajar.